The resumption of Parliament that is happening next month.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know. The issue of Safaricom is a ticklish one right now.
Yes.
We've had people saying it's being undervalued and why should we sell a critical infrastructure of the country at the end of the day. This will be on the floor of the House.
Yeah, it will be on the floor of the House.
What other bills that are very critical that, now you should be streamrolled and looked upon with, just briefly as we're winding up?
Well, I think the most critical one is proceeding on with the way privatizations of other things are going on. I think that will be the key.
I've seen KPC also, they've announced their IPO.
Yes, but remember when we were in the PJ with BAMBA, that was one quarrel he really quarreled us and said, we must privatize. So you see now we are in that again.
He was for privatization?
Absolutely,
okay.
And he could not understand why we were refusing on these things. So some of those things will have to...
But Safaricom, isn't it being sold for a song?
Well, we need to ask ourselves, you see now, the problem with Safaricom, whether we say it's ours, you remember Vodacom has always been their key. But for me, if you ask me, I would tell you, yeah, I will not wish Vodacom. I'll wish any other, but not Vodacom, because you know it was their main mother in the beginning of all this stuff, all this coming in of Safaricom into the country. But then we want to see what the committee has done, and maybe we will now ask critical questions about it and see how we move. But then the other thing we need to ask ourselves, I think we now need to clearly, as Parliament, just look at the key. I think we have to look at the education sector, ask ourselves, yes, we've had all these teething problems now, year 10 has come. The C1s have taken quite huge numbers of students. I'm hoping the ministry is going to assist in terms of bringing in more infrastructure for those schools because they have quite huge numbers. And then we need to ask ourselves what happens to these other small schools that have been there and how we believed CBC will try and balance all this so that people don't get into this antagonistic of everyone facing on one direction. So they need to come back and rebalance all that. And then now we have to now share and find it on the right. And the model of the university students. And that should be key for us. And if we are kind enough to do the right thing, I think that's what we should be pushing for. And then, yeah, the politics will be there, Dipal. It's a year we'll see many things. But we must also just be genuine. I mean, 2026, there's no need of pretending. No. If things are bad, just say they are bad. If you know this direction is where things are going, yes. For me, this is what I'll tell ODM. Let us stop talking all. You have other solutions, you feel this is not the right solution, go on the table and help, assist, and say this would be the best solution. But I have said, in 6 months, nobody should question any other region. Go and sort out your region, starting from Nyanza. When you sort out and come with one voice, we come with Western with one voice, Nairobi with one voice, then we can sit on that table. But just people telling us these other stories of other things, they should not even try.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right, thank you. Also